Hey there, in this video, we are going to work with the most famous dataset in Kaggle, the Titanic dataset. So, when you first get started with machine learning, the first dataset that you need to should work with is the Titanic dataset. This is like the hello world for machine learning beginners. So, this is what I'm going to walk you through step by step in my collab. But before that, you need to do a few things. What you need to do is go to this, website, and I want you to download the trains.csv. You can click this and download the CSV file for train and as well as the test set. You need to download these CSV files. After that, you need to open your collab. Let's name this. I'm going to give a image or something like this. Nice. After that, now I've already downloaded this 2CSV file. Let's load those CSV files into Colab. So inside the dataset folders, I have a lot of datasets. This is the two dataset. Let's open them. Both of them are loading. So first we need to import this two CSV file into our program. To do that, we have an amazing library called pandas. So let's import that. Import pandas as p. I know most people import pandas as pd, but I thought of doing it differently. So after importing the pandas library, we need to load these two files. I'm going to create a variable called train and p dot read csv. I'm going to pass the path. You can copy this path and between these quotes you can paste it. Let me zoom it a little bit so that it will be more clear. Oh, that's too much. I hope this is fine. I'm going to create another variable called test and going to do the same. So let me copy this. Oh, this one is test. Let me cut that. That's fine. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is train. Let me copy this and paste. Let me run this cell. So if you want to run the cells quickly, you can simply, press Shift Enter. Okay, instead of pressing this every time, you can just press Shift and Enter. Let's, let me also, do something like now. What we are going to do is understanding data set. So we are going to understand the data set. So let me first see what is there in the train set. Before that, give me a second. There is a cockroach in my room. Let me kill that. Wait again. I'll come back. I didn't kill it. It went away. But you know what? Cockroaches can fly. Yeah, I just saw that. Okay, let's come into the you know cool data set. Okay, so This is what we got. We got passenger ID, survived, and this is our label column. If you don't know what a label column and feature columns are, it's just in machine learning, what we are going to do is prediction. So we will have a set of features and we will have a target, sometimes called label. So using these features, our goal is to predict the label. So this is a label, this is what we want to predict, and these are the features that we have. Using all these features, you're going to predict the survived column. We got P class, name, which is of no use. We got sex, age, sib SB, which is just, siblings or something. Wait, let me check. Here it is. It says of siblings slash spouse aboard the Titanic. Then parch, what that means, parents and children's. Okay, these are like if you traveled in the Titanic with your spouse as husband and wife, this is that count. Or if you traveled as siblings with your brothers and sisters, this says the count of that. If you traveled with your parents, like a father, a mother, and children travel together in the Titanic, this is the count of that. So we got age, we got ticket, which is of no use. We got cabin. We'll see what I think. Even the cabin column will be of no use. Yeah, we will explore it some more. Let's check out what we have in the test data set. So we got the same thing. Okay, now let's check the shape of the train set. So the shape will give the number of rows and columns present in the dataset. So in the train set, we got 891 rows and 12 columns. The test set. In the test set, we got 418 and 11 columns, because in the test column, we will not have the survived column, because the test column is for testing. So we use the test column to predict the survived column. As you can see in the train column, we will have it. We will use this train column to train our model, and then we will use the test set to test how well a model is performing. And in the end, I will also tell you how to submit your prediction to Kaggle. I have made some submission. I will show you. Yeah, these are my submissions. I have done like two submissions, and I will make another submission today. Let's understand the data more clearly. So we have a method called info. Use this. So this will give us the data types of each and every column and the number of null values present in each and every column. I think the some columns have some null values. As you can see, this age column, there is only 714 non-null values, which means we got some null values in the age column, and in the cabin there is only 204 null values, which means there is plenty of null values in this cabin column, which we will remove it anyways. Then there is another function called train dot. This will give us the statistical data of the numerical columns in the data set. So this will ignore the categorical column. As you can see, the name column and the sex column and the ticket column, the embarked, the cabin columns will not be shown here, because the describe method will only consider the numerical columns, and it will give the aggregate values such as mean, median, minimum, standard deviation, like that. So it says the wait, let me go. The maximum age is 80 and the minimum age is like zero point 0.4, which means maybe 4 months, I think. a baby is traveling in the Titanic. So the max of siblings and spouse, eight. So eight people. I don't know what to say, but I hope you can understand. So the highest fare is $512, and the lowest fare is free. Someone is traveling in Titanic for free. So let's check how many null values there in each of the column using main dot null dot sum. This will give us the sum of all the null values present in each and every column, as we have already seen that the age and the cabin column has some null values. And look here, even the embark column has some null values, but it's just two. We can replace this two null values with the you know mode value. Mode value means the most frequently occurring value in the column. So let's check if we have any null value in the. So we don't have null value in the impact column. We only got null values in the cabin and the age column in the test. Let's also see the number of unique values present in every column. We can do that using something called n unique method. As you can see, this is a numerical column, so each and every value is going to be unique. But the survived column has zeros and ones, so there is only two unique values. This P class has like three unique values. Let's see what are those. So where is P class? So first class, second class, and third class. That's fine. For sex, we have male and female. Wait, let me check the male and female. We need to convert this into a numerical number. For example, we can give male 1 and female 0. Okay, no offense. And then we got this as 7 values. We got 7 unique values for both of this. And for MPUG, we got 3 unique values. So, these values we need to replace with them with numbers, or we can handle them using technique called one hot encoding, which I will teach you in a while. So now we got a good understanding of the data set. No. But to get a more better understanding, visualization need to be done. So let's visualize the data. We call visualization as EDA, exploratory data analysis. So explore this some more. I want to know how many males and females are traveling in this Titanic. So to get that, I can do something like import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and then plt dot bar of. So what I want to plot the sex column. So I can do no. Before that, I need to do something like train of dot value counts. This will give me this, and I need to pass this here. What do you mean? Wait a minute. I have done this before. I have written a blog, but how to visualize? Dot p class. So pl dot kind bar. Okay, I got it. Minute. So kind bar x label is p class and y label is count. Okay. what I need to do is I need to find equal to bar and x label is equal to, we got x label as sex and y label equal to, let's run this. We don't even have to import this matplotlib. So it says there are like 570, I think, males and like 300 females. So male was like the majority. Let's also check how many people are traveling in first class, second class, and third class. To do that, we can just copy this and paste it here and remove this sex and put P class. So in the third class, there are like 491 people. In the first class, there are like 260 people, and in the second class, we got 184. Let's also plot this like we did previously. Kind equal to bar and x label will be class, the passenger class. Y label will be the count. Now we got the bar chart. Okay, but then what we can plot? We can also know how many of them embarked, which means embarked is will give us a place. I will show you here. So in the embark we got three places C, Q, and S. So when people will aboard the Titanic, some people aboarded the Titanic at this place, some people at this place, and some people at this place. So let's know which how many of them aboarded in S, Q, and what was that? S, Q, and C. We are going to do the same thing again. We're going to just replace this with embarked. And guys, this as well. Wait a minute. Embarked. So most of them, you know, got into the Titanic at this place, and some of them at C, and very few of them at Q. And let's also see, how many people survived, or men and women. Okay, let's see who survived the most, female or male. To do that, we first need to import something called on as SNS, which is its alias. Then I need to do SNS dot. It is like bar chart. Wait a minute. I keep forgetting. Oh, it's count plot. SNS dot. Yeah, this is a blog that I've written. I did this a long back. You can read this. This is some amazing blog I've written in my Medium page. This is also a challenge that I'm taking. If you don't know, I'm on a challenge. Like I will do a machine learning project every day for the next 30 days, and today is like day 14, and I did this on day 8. So SNS dot count plot. We got the okay. Wait a minute. Okay, we got SNS dot train. S dot count plot train. Plot train. We need to pass the data set. Then inside X we are going to give X, and inside U we are going to give provide. This will give us a chart. Says The number of male who died in the Titanic are like more than 500, and the number of female died in the Titanic is less than 100. That's awesome. And that's nice. Okay. And the number of females survived is like more than 200, and the number of males survived is, I think, nearly 100. Okay, let's also see how many people where rich people where rich people survived and poor people died. I mean, if people traveling in first class would have survived more, obviously, and people traveling in the third class would have died. So let's remove this and B class. Yeah, as I told you, the people in the first class, less than 100 people traveled in the first class died, but people, those who have traveled in the third class, died the most. Rich people survived. That's nice. That's good. So we are done with the EDA. If you want, you can do more EDA. If you check out my blog, I have done a lot of EDA. You can check out that. But I think this is more than enough. We have a very good understanding of our data set. Now we can move to the next part, which is handling missing values or null values, if you will. So now we are going to handle the missing values. Let's again check out the missing values. So these are the, okay, we got missing values in the age column and in the cabin column. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, wait, I need to go here first. I'm going to go here and create a variable called passenger ID. I'm going to store the passenger ID of the test set because this will come in handy when we are going to make the submission. Because when you're submitting the file, it should be in this format. When we are in the training part, I will remove the passenger ID because which is of no use, but we need the passenger ID when we are making the submission, so we need to store this in some variable like this, so it will come in handy later. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to remove this column which is of no use, then this column which is of no use. I'm going to also remove this column. Let's do that. Train dot drop columns equal to, so passenger ID, name, cabin, comma, in place equal to true. You need to give in place equal to true because if you don't pass this parameter, the data set inside the train will not be, I mean, will not reflect the drop of these columns. I hope you can understand. We need to do the same for the test column as well. I'm going to just change this to test. So whatever pre-processing that we are doing for the train column, we need to do it for test column as well. So let's run this, and now let's check how our train dataset looks like. It looks small. Oh, and this ticket column is also a useless column. We should also remove that. Copy this again. Okay, and this as well. Okay, now let's run this. Now let's check again. Yeah, the dataset is so small and nice. So we got fair, a numerical column, and age, a numerical column, and we got sex. male and female. Let's convert this male female into, like, wait, first there is any more missing values. Main dot null dot, yeah, we got null values in age and embarked. So for let's first handle that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the age null values in the age column dot fill values with its wait, let me first check, like, prime dot add 30. So this will give us the first 30 rows. As you can see, oh, no, what we can do is we can fill these null values with the mean value of the age column. So to do that, we need to do something like fill now with mean of age dot mean. We need to do the same for the test column as well. So let's do that. Test, test, and test. Now let's run this. Now let's check. We got null values for embarked column as well. So I'm going to replace there is just two null values in this embarked column. Let's close this. There is just two null values in this embark column. I'm going to replace that with the mode value as I previously told you. So train embark to train embarked 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 dot fill. Now fill now stands for fill null values. Train embarked dot mode and 0. You need to give like mode and 0 because I will tell you why. Oh no, text, I want code. If you do like train embark dot mode, what this will give is this will give, wait, this will give error because I missed a dot. This will give something like with index value and the mode value, which is s. If I specify O, I will get only the mode value, which is S. So you need to give this thing. And let's do the same for the train set as well. I mean test set, test, and test. This, I think, we have handled all the null values. Train dot null dot sum. No more null values in the train set, and hope no more null values in the test set. Oh my god, there is a null value in the test set in the fare. We can just one null value is of is fine. We can replace that with the mean value. So test of fare of fare dot fill now. I'm going to fill this with the mean value dot mean. Yeah, now we are done. If we run this again, there is no more null value. That's awesome. So null values are handled. It's time to handle the handling categorical variables. So how many categorical variables we got? Let me copy this. We got just two categorical variables, I think. We got sex and embark. So let's replace the male to 1 and female to 0. So to do that, I'm going to do something like train sex dot replace place equal to true. Let's do the same for, I'm going to copy this. Wait, what? Paste it. And yeah, that's it. Run this. Now if I run this, I got 1001, which is male, female, 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 one male. And we also need to replace this SC and Q. That's what we got, right? SC and Q. Yeah. So it's like C, Q, and S. As we saw, where it is embarked. S is more. So what we can do is we can give Q1 and C2 and S. So I'm going to go here, turn off. You can understand what I'm doing. I'm using very simple codes because you can easily understand. And even I know only coding terms. Even I don't know to do complex coding. I try to make things simple. Train equal to train embark dot what we are not filling. We are what we are doing. Yeah, we got replace. We got Q. Wait. Where are you? QCS. Q I'm going to give 1, and for C I'm going to give, wait, for Q I'm going to give 0, and I'm going to give 1. For S I'm going to give 2. And in place, do this for the test as well. Now let's check. Now we don't have any categorical column. All we got is numerical columns. And now we can split the train set into what, let me tell you what I'm going to do. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just split the train data set. We got two data sets, right? Train and test. First, I'm going to split the train data set into X train, X test, Y train, and Y test. And I'm going to train the model using the X train and the X test. And I'm going to test the model using the X test. And after knowing the after knowing how the model is performing, then I will give my main test, which is this, my main test data set. And then after making the prediction, we are going to submit it to Kaggle. So one more thing I want to tell you. Wait. We are not going to do any standardization because when we use models like decision tree, random forest, we don't have to standardize the data set. But if you're going to use models other than that, you have to standardize. So I'm not going to standardize this, but know that if you're going to use decision tree and random forest, there is no need for standardization. And now I'm going to train and test. So to do that, we have a method in the scikit-learn model selection module, import train test train comma x test y train comma y test equal to train test split. Oh, wait. Before doing the train test split, we need to divide the features and labels. So I'm going to store all my features. My label is train of survived. My feature is all the columns other than the survived column. So I'm going to drop columns equal to survived. I'm going to make a copy of this because if if I make any changes in the x, which will not be reflected in the train set. So I'm going to make a copy of this and run this. Now I can go here and pass the features and the label. Then the test size is, I want the test size to be 20%, and I can give a random state. Sorry for the notification. I'm going to give a random state as any number you want to give. You can give random state as any number you want to give. This is just what this means is when splitting this data, it splits in a random order. Some rows will go in the X train, some rows will go in the X test. So if you give the same random state as me, this 8374, the split for me and you will be same. That's what random state means. That has nothing to do with, mm, nothing to do with nothing. This, let's check the shape of the train and the test. So we got 712 rows in the train and 179 in the test. So for the first model, we are finished with the splitting. Now it's time for building building models. Building models. So the first model that I'm going to build is the decision tree model. So to do that, you need to do something like from sklearn dot tree import decision tree classifier. We're going to use a classifier because this is a classification task. If we are performing a regression task, we will use something called decision tree regressor. So let's run this cell, and I'm going to create a variable called DTC, which stands for dictionary classifier, and I'm going to create a model. So our model is created. Let's fit this model to our training sets. Now our model is trained. Now it is ready to make predictions. Let's see how it predicts. etc dot prediction equal to etc dot predict x test. So we have trained the DTC model using the X train and Y train. Now I'm going to use the model to make prediction. Let's see how it predicts. Print the prediction, DTC prediction. Let's print the actual value, which is the Y test. So as you can see, 1100, 11001. I think it has made amazing predictions. Last 001, 001, 0010. Let's, there is a lot of similar values. I think the prediction is really good. Okay, the prediction is really, really good. Let's check the accuracy of a prediction. To do that, you need to import a library from the sklearn called sklearn.metrics import core, and you can check the accuracy of DTC accuracy equal to accuracy score of test and DTC. The prediction, the accuracy, we got 79% accuracy. If we multiply this by 100, we will get it in the percentage. So we got 79.8 percentage, which is not that bad. Now we can try the random forest model, which is in the sklearn.ensemble module, and it is called random forest classifier. RFC equal to random forest classifier. I've created a model called RFC, and I'm going to fit the X train, Y train, like we did for decision tree, and RFC dot fit, RFC dot fit. RFC prediction is equal to RFC dot predict X test. We can do the accuracy RFC equal to the score of Y test, comma RFC prediction, RFC accuracy. How much we got for 80% better than decision tree. So 80% is a really good accuracy. Yeah, that's it. We are done with. I think we can go with the random forest. Yeah, what I've done previously. How much? Previously I got only 79, but good, we got 80 now. So now I will teach you how you can make a submission in Kaggle. So to do that, you first need to make your prediction. So I'm going to create called my prediction. So we are going to predict the main test set, which is this thing. We are going to predict that RFC dot predict test. Amazing. So let's check how my prediction looks. All zeros and ones. Amazing. Now, what I need to create a data frame. I'm going to create something called my df. df. It's my df. P dot data frame, and inside this, I'm going to first create. It should be in this format, as I already told you. It should be in this format. So I'm going to do passenger ID. Do you remember the passenger ID that I stored right here? Where it is? Here. Yeah, that's what I'm passing inside this column. And then survived, survived. The spelling is wrong. Survived, and I'm going to pass my prediction. My prediction. I'm going to run this. Now we need to convert this data frame to a CSV file. To do that, we got my df dot to CSV. Using the to CSV method, we can convert this data frame into a CSV file, and I'm going to give a name like Titanic CSV, comma index equal to false. You need to give index equal to false, otherwise there will be another column before this passenger ID with 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So we don't want that. So I'm going to give index equal to false. I'm going to run this cell. Now if you refresh this, you will have a new CSV file. I'm going to download this, and you should also download this because that's how you make your submission. And I'm going to save this in my desktop. Let's also take a look at this. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's see how it looks. It looks perfect. Close this. I'm going to go here and submit prediction, browse files, desktop. Here is my Titanic submission. I did it again. Submit. See how much oh, 73. Fine, fine. But we did it. We did it. If you're a beginner and you made your first submission, congratulations. There is a long way to go. And I hope you learned a lot today. And you know what? Using this same strategy, you can do a lot of different projects. Just check out my Medium and go to my profile and go to library and go to this 30-day machine learning project challenge which we're doing, and there is like 13 project till now, and I will be doing a lot of project today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow until I finish all the 30 projects. So you can do them and practice. I'm closing this. So that's it, guys. We made our first submission to Kaggle. Thank you. I hope you learned something today.